Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. Today I've got a haul to share with you. These are items that I bought from Simon Says Stamp. I do apologise that I've had two haul videos up, back to back, but I just had this order come through and I thought I'd share with you what I got. It's quite a large order because I hadn't ordered from Simon Says Stamp for about 6 months, and so I saved up, got a few bits. So first of all, more of the boring items, I suppose. I got one of the Quilled Creations Precision Tip Applicator bottles. I don't actually use the bottle itself, just the applicator tip at the top. I take this off and add this to my multimedia matte bottles or the glossy accents bottles, and I've had no problem with them whatsoever. They don't clog or anything like that, and I really like the extra fine tip that you can get with these bottles. The only thing I found with them is that this kind of bit here that kind of holds the top onto the bottle just tend to rip, and I just tend to get rid of it. But other than that, I really like these bottles. I then got an envelope addressing pen from Pilot. I haven't managed to find these in the UK anywhere. Unless they're called something else in the UK, which is always possible, but I haven't been able to find one, so finally managed to get hold of one from Simon Says Stamp. I believe they're just a really nice dark black waterproof pen. Next up, I got the Gina K Connect glue. Again, it's just one of those things that Jennifer Maguire's been using a lot, so I thought I'd go ahead and try it out. I have tons of glues. I really don't need another one specifically, but I'm kind of on the hunt just for a glue that I really love all round. For some reason, there's something always I'm not a lover of, like something, just one little thing on each glue that I've got. I don't know why. So I'm always on the hunt for another glue, but it's just one of those things. I don't think I'm ever going to find the perfect glue for me, but never mind. I believe that this has got kind of like a semi-matte finish to it. It's not completely matte. I kind of wish more glues were more matte. I do use the multimedia matte and I really love it just purely because it's matte. But I do use the applicator bottles for this, like the tip that I've just shown you, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get out of the bottle, which I think is why more people are loving things like this, because they're easier to get out of the bottle. It hasn't got a particularly really fine nozzle to it, but it's kind of like a fairly fine tip, I suppose, but they do come out of the bottles a lot easier. I just wish that they were more of a complete matte finish, but like I said, it's got a semi-matte finish to it, so looking forward to giving that a go. Next up, I've already taken them out of the packaging for the glare and things like that, but I just got a pack of the black envelopes. I really like Simon Says Stamp envelopes. They're really nice quality, and I quite like using black envelopes if I've got a black card base, and I like that they've got the adhesive on the back so you can just peel that off and stick that down without having to lick them, which is always nice. And then I got a pack of the Judikins Embossable window plastic. I do have some heat resistant acetate. I don't love it, so I've always kind of been on the lookout for some other one, and I've heard really good things about this Judikins one, so I thought I would give this a go and just see if I like it any better than the one I have. Next up, I got a pack of the Simon Says Stamp glitter cardstock. This is the 6x6 size, the assortment of all the 20 different colours. Really lovely colours in this. I don't tend to use glitter cardstock that much, I have to be honest, so I don't need sort of more than one sheet of each colour. I don't think so anyway. I mean, there may be obviously more colours that I use more than others, like maybe the purple or the blues and the pinks and things like that, but to be honest, I really don't think I need that much of it, so I think one sort of 6x6 sheet is going to be enough for me. It seems to be really good quality. The glitter doesn't come off of the sheets at all, had no problem with that. And you can really rub it, and yeah, nothing comes off of that. So, and I believe it die cuts really nicely as well, which is nice because I'm probably more likely to use it with sort of word dies and things, but yeah, really nice paper. Lovely colours as well. Next up, I got a pack each of the Slate and the Smoke cardstocks, both shades of grey. I use the Fog a lot, which is a really light grey colour, if you don't already know, if you're not familiar with it. And these are just two obviously different shades of the grey. This is the slightly darker from the Fog, and then this is the darker version, which is the Slate, and I don't have many greys, so I thought I'd go ahead and get two of those. I've been looking for some greys recently and realised I didn't have any grey cardstock. So next up, probably more of the exciting things, I suppose, these stamps and dies sets, which is really why I made the order. So first of all, this is the Big Thanks Words stamp set. I really love the font on these thanks words, and I really love the font on these tiny little sentiments, the accompanying sentiments as well. Just a really, really nice set. Some of these thanks are really quite large in size as well, which is nice. And like I said, I really love the font on all of these thanks, but then I really love all of these sentiments as well. You get things like, you can accompany the thanks with for always being there. You've got to a wonderful friend, which obviously you could use that on its own without one of the thanks. You've got sending love, hugs and lots of thanks. You've got like thanks is just the tip of the iceberg, for making my day brighter, for lending a hand, for thinking of us. Just a really nice all-round set that you can obviously mix and match the sentiments. And I did go ahead and get the accompanying die as well. I really love that they're making the words kind of like the actual word die and then the bubble to go with it as well, because I really like that you could maybe cut this from cardstock and then this from vellum maybe, or different colours and things like that. Really liking these, how they're doing their sentiment dies at the moment. Next up, I got the Emphatic stamp set from CZ Designs and Simon Says Stamp. I actually bought it for one particular sentiment, although there is a few others that I like as well. But the one that made me buy it was "You Are Flipping Amazeballs," because I really love that sentiment. I just thought it's so funny. And some of the other ones are really great as well, like "You Are Ridiculously Thoughtful," which is really nice. "Your awesomeness is boundless." "I am just so proud of you. You knew what I needed. You the best." Just some really nice sentiments in here. I love that thank you. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using these ones here at the top that much, but like I said, I really love these other sentiments, and I thought that they would be quite nice to accompany other like word dies or just on their own as well. Next up, I got the Happy Birthday Die. I think this has been out for quite a while, but I really love the combination of the different fonts. And in particular, I thought it'd be quite good for masculine cards. I mean, I'm a big believer in you can put anything on a female card or a male card, no problem whatsoever. But my brain sort of works in that I've got loads of things that I could probably use more for female cards than for male cards. So when I see certain things that I can definitely think I can definitely use that for male cards, I really want them, because I have, like I said, I've got a lot more things more for female cards than male cards. So really love the combination of the font on this, quite a nice size as well. I really love the birthday. Obviously I like the happy as well. It's just a plain font, but you could like stamp out happy as well to go with the birthday if you didn't want two words as die cuts or something like that. So really glad that I managed to get hold of this die. Next up, I got the, I think this is the, Even More Spring Flowers stamp set. Really, really pretty. I don't have any of the other ones, but I really wanted this one. Just really, really nice set. Really great for colouring. I think could be really nice for watercolouring or Copic colouring, any colouring basically. But you could definitely use this on its own as well without even colouring it in. I just think it's so, so pretty with all these kind of like dash line work and everything like that. And even the leaves are just really, really beautiful. So really looking forward to using that. Next up, I got the Stacked Diamonds Die, another one that I think will be really good for masculine cards in particular. I thought this would be quite nice to put like an alcohol ink background and then just cut this from white cardstock over the top and then just with a sentiment or something. I think that would be quite nice for some happy birthday cards. So really looking forward to using that. Next up, I got the Get Well Soon die. I think this is quite a lot smaller in size than some of the other word dies, and just thought it would be quite a nice size. You could combine this with lots of different florals and things like that for a Get Well card, or well, loads of different things obviously you can combine it with, but a quite nice size, and I did like the font on this set as well. Then next up, I got a stencil. This is the Line Dance stencil, and again, for me in particular, I thought it'd be quite nice for mail cards. I don't have that many sort of geometric shaped stencils in terms of, like, I've got a lot of shapes, but I don't have ones with this kind of sort of patterning. I thought it'd be really nice to emboss with this as well, like running it through the die cutting machine and emboss with it. Thought that would be quite nice. And then again, just like a happy birthday sentiment or something like that, but you could use like loads of sprays through it and make some really interesting backgrounds, or ink through it with distress inks or anything like that as well. So again, looking forward to using that. And then last but not least, I got the Cosmos background. It's so pretty. One of their larger 6x6 sets on the cling foam, sorry. But really lovely set. And again, this is just beautiful to colour in. But again, I think you could use it without colouring in at all, or you could just do it all one colour. Really nice to do some emboss resist on it. You can emboss it just in white or any colour basically. I tend to go for white or clear is my kind of go-to, but gold or something like that would work really nicely as well, and just go over it with one colour of watercolour, or you could colour them in really nicely with watercolours or Copic markers or anything. Just really looking forward to using this. And again, I think it would be really nice just to put a birthday sentiment on it, or that get well sentiment or something like that, and that's kind of your card done, which is nice. So yeah, really looking forward to using that. So that was a look at everything I got from Simon Says Stamp in my recent order. I will have links to everything in the description bar on YouTube and also over on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.